Okay, hey man. So Africa. Quickly, I'll go over the different routes. There is East Coast, and then there's the West Coast. To my knowledge, I don't think there's a central route. It's a bit dodgy. Probably be around the DRC. From what I've heard about the West Coast, I had a friend who did it. He said that it was a bit sketch. Nigeria and the DRC felt very unsafe. He wasn't on a motorbike when he was doing it. Yeah, I think another friend of a friend got stopped in Nigeria by a village and was going to get decapitated because they thought he was part of Boko Haram. It was like this 7 foot Swedish guy, blonde hair. I bet he got rescued in the end by the police. So that's that. Yeah. In terms of like time frames, it took us 7 months to do this. This was 12,000k, 10 to 12,000k. I think this is like around 20,000k. And a friend of a friend who did it on a bicycle, I think it took him like 2 years. Yeah, so our route was Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Zambia, Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa. For visas, Egypt was very easy, get it on arrival. Sudan, we had to get there in Egypt, and then the Ethiopian visa, we got that in London. And then the rest of it, I'm not too sure about it. You get it East Africa, yeah, the rest of it you get on arrival. Yeah, every other country you get a visa on arrival, I think. And then what else can I talk about? Okay, so let's talk about each country. So in Egypt, we did the Nile route, which is cool. You got some great sights along the way, very historical. Cycling along the Nile is nice, but it's very populated, and you get a police escort around here. They give you a police escort just due to terrorist attacks. So very thankful for that. But then you've also got 6 guys in a police car following you all day, trying to get you to get in a police car so they can drop you up at the next stop. So that's a bit frustrating. Thankful again, a bit frustrating. The Western Desert route I heard was great fun. Go through the desert, and then you stop off at oases along the way to get water and food and stuff. Sudan was great. The Sudanese were lovely people. Cycling in the north was just superb. You just you're along. Let's see if you get. Nope. You just cycling on the Nile on this very fresh new road with no traffic whatsoever. Camping in the desert every night. Maybe that'd be cool to do it like this. Maybe not. Nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, great country to cycle. So very sparse at the top is just the Nubian desert basically, and then you get to the south, it gets a lot more populated. It's cool. Ethiopia was a challenge, very undulating, and the people, it's very interesting culturally, with the Coptic Christians, and very old civilization as well. Well, old civilization, they've got like a long history. But here and there we've got people and kids throwing stones at us and chasing us and stuff and trying to put sticks in our spokes. It didn't happen all the time, but yeah, it felt a bit hostile sometimes. But then great food, fantastic scenery, and then also a lot of lovely people as well. And we came down to the south, this is the Omo Valley, which I think they're building a dam, so it might be underwater now, a lot of it. But it's like very tribal around here. What am I trying to say? Like, yeah, it was like off the beaten track. We had like maybe 2 weeks, or no, maybe a week of just dirt roads. Very easy to get lost because like sometimes the track just disappeared. You know, to kind of gauge which way to go. Hard getting water. Yeah, like it was very arid. It felt like we were in the sticks. And then we got to Kenya. But you don't need to do this route. It's a bit dangerous around here as well. We've got friends who, when they came across this border, they came into a little village near Lake Turkana, and there's a gunfight going on, so they had to take shelter in a church until the gunfight was over. We didn't see anything like that. Sometimes it felt a bit sketch. There's always on our mind that something could happen, but nothing did. There's also this other route here which comes on the main road to Kenya, which was fine. Kenya is cool. North's very arid. But when you get down to the south, this is when you get into like tropical Africa, and there's a lot more populated, a lot more busy. The roads were pretty fucking terrible in Kenya. Lots of potholes. We didn't stay there for long. We came to Uganda. Uganda's cool. Great. I really enjoyed the food. It was pretty basic. It was just beans and rice over the time, but I was so happy with beans and rice as a staple. I went swimming in Lake Victoria. That was cool. We did some farm work around here actually. It was great fun around here. Rwanda, undulating again, very small but very hilly country, pretty full on history. You have to take a couple of days to go across. Financially, I think like Rwanda's a bit of a success story around here. It's quite stable. They've got a robust economy. And again, down to Tanzania, and then this road here along Lake Tanganyika. This lake was just like 700 kilometers of mud. We were there in like in the monsoon season, I think, so it was every day we get like 4 or 5 hours of torrential rain cycling this muddy road. It was okay. It was wet. Then we got to Zambia, and when you get down to Zambia, you can see there's a bit of a change in the scenery and the people. Up here, it's very populated. Tanzania is like 60 million, and then Zambia, you get down to 4 million people. So it's a lot more spread out. It's not so dense, the forests and stuff. So it's quite easy to camp in the woods, just because there's lots of space to camp. And they've also got a few supermarkets here and there, which is great. Really like Zambia. Zambia is a cool country. Although I was getting like loads of flat tires. I was getting 4 flat tires a day sometimes, like a week or 2. And then Botswana was fantastic. In Botswana, we started seeing wildlife on the road. So we started seeing elephants, giraffes. We got heard about lions, hyenas and stuff. We started being, it's cool, really cool. There's only like 1 million people in Botswana, and like it's one of the most robust economies there. Not much corruption, apparently. I'm sure there is. Botswana's cool. Namibia was great. Namibia is one of my favourite countries. They have the Western Desert over here. Let's see if this is going to work. That's still going to work. They got the biggest sand dunes in the world. And what else? Great national parks, very small population, lovely roads. Namibia was really good. And so we came down this road here, and we just came straight down. No, we didn't. We came into the desert, and then there was just unpaved roads for a couple of weeks. I got a flat tire, and actually, something happened to my bike over here. This was like 7 days cycle to get here. Something happened to my bike, and I needed to go to a bicycle shop to get a new part. I just hitchhiked from here to Windhoek with some maintenance workers. It was great fun, and they gave me somewhere to sleep at night, and then I cycled down here, had a lovely tailwind, was doing 120 to 140 kilometers a day, and then met my friends here in Keetmanshoop, and then west coast of South Africa was more desert, stunning, great camping, lovely people. And Cape Town was a fantastic city, or is a fantastic city, and that is Africa. Cool, hope that helps, man. Ciao for now.